Hi, my name is Carson. I'm a professional photographer, cinematographer, and colorist, and today we are looking at my top 10 tips for creating YouTube videos. Tip number 1, plan out your video. I can't stress this enough. It is so crucial. The success of your video is all dependent upon the extent to which you prepare. Make sure that you have all the tools and assets you need before you start filming. Write down your ideas in a notebook. This is going to help so much when it comes to the scripting process. And just remember that planning and preparing for your video in advance of filming it will alleviate most of the issues that can come up in the video production process. Tip number 2, use good lighting techniques. Find a large light source such as a window, then diffuse the light if needed. Household items you can use for diffusing light include bed sheets, shower curtains, and other things that you can shine light through. Great lighting will make or break a video, so make sure that you have nice, soft lighting for your YouTube videos. Tip number 3, record clean sound. This is another crucial step. Keeping the mic as close as possible will reduce background noise and it'll help your audio sound much cleaner. Also, make sure that the microphone is pointed at the person, but that the person is not speaking directly into it. Otherwise, you can get distorted plosive sounds. All right, tip number 4 is to create depth. This is what all the professionals do. A couple of key points to remember are to pull yourself away from the background. You want to be closer to your camera than you are to the background. In this case, I'm about 2 feet away from the camera and about 5 to 6 feet away from my background. Also use leading lines and good composition techniques so that you can make your composition a lot more interesting. Pulling yourself away from the background and using good composition techniques are going to make your video look so much more dynamic than if you just backed yourself up against a wall and started filming. All right, tip number 5 is camera settings. The most important ones are white balance and exposure. Make sure that your exposure is locked so that it doesn't change while you're filming, otherwise your video will kind of flicker. And make sure that your white balance is set properly so you don't have weird color issues. Tip number 6 is to relax. Being in front of camera can be a little bit uncomfortable, and so it's important to think of it as you're talking to a friend and not necessarily just talking to an inanimate object. This helps me feel more comfortable when I'm filming these videos. Hopefully you find that helpful as well. Also remember to breathe and speak at a regular pace because we tend to speed up our speech when we're being recorded. Tip number 7 is to be very mindful of the outfit you're wearing. So choose your outfit carefully. You want to wear something that makes you stand out from the background a little bit. Also make sure that the outfit you're wearing doesn't have super tight knit grid-like patterns because that can cause some weird issues with the camera. Wearing a shirt that helps you stand out from the background helps create more depth and creates a more dynamic shot. Tip number 8, take a break before editing the video. That little time before filming and editing is super crucial just to clear your mind because we can be kind of critical of ourselves. So take a break, clear your mind so that when you start editing, you can edit with an open mind and be less harsh on yourself. Tip number 9 is to find your niche. This is crucial. It's important to figure out what audience you're trying to reach and what you're good at, the value that you can add and provide. Finding your niche helps build brand identity and helps you identify the types of content that you should create. All right, the last tip, tip number 10, is to create valuable content. A couple ways to do this. You want to either seek to entertain or inform your audience on a given topic. Make sure to use call to actions at the end of the video. That way you can get better audience engagement on the videos. If you're trying to inform your audience about something, you want to figure out what are the ways you can teach it to them so that they learn it faster than you learned it. That's one way to add value. Using a call to action increases engagement on social media posts. In general, people either want to be entertained or they want to learn something when they're online. I hope you found some value in this video. If you did, please let me know. Also, if there's anything you would like me to cover in future videos, also let me know that as well. And I'll see you guys next time.